ladies and gentlemen, as the Global Wrestling Alliance presents Holiday Havoc, live from Seattle, Washington. I am Joe Davis. Thank you for joining us on this special occasion. On this special night, we're going to send it right down to the ring for our first matchup right away.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Oakland, California, Amaya Stevens.
Opening things up here tonight with the striker, Amaya Stevens, who believes that she should be the Women's World Champion right now. She believes that Women's World Championship, that number one contendership back at Score or Bust, should have been hers. The match should have continued. You got to believe that a victory here will solidify her as the number one contender for the Women's World title following the Women's World Championship match later on tonight.
And from Toluca Lake, California, Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins.
But before she can worry about a number one contendership or the Women's World title at all, she is going to have to worry about this woman right here, Wild Thing Tammy Mullins, who would love to get another shot at the Women's World title herself. It's kind of hard to argue with Amaya Stevens being at the top of that list. However, she has had quite a few matches over the last couple of weeks and has been victorious in many of them and has been looking very impressive. So here we go. Opening contest for Holiday Havoc is underway. Amaya Stevens and Tammy Mullins yanks the hair. Tammy Mullins crashes to the mat, and already Stevens using what has brought her to the dance, those devastating punches, those well-educated hands. Look at these strikes. And now in between the ropes. And Mullins gets a couple of, looks like, knees to the face, many of them. Stevens asserting her dominance already in this match, and the cover. The official did not even get a one at that time. Tammy Mullins still has a lot of fight left in her yet. Tie up, and Mullins now with the elbows. And lock up. Mullins with the STO. And now down across the left arm. And again. Now Mullins with the hands. She can throw them with the best of them. Down across the arm again. We have a huge night for you here tonight. The World Tag Team titles will be on the line. The Women's World title will be on the line. We will finally crown a brand new United States Heavyweight Champion. 450 splash by Tammy Mullins off the top rope. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, was impressive. I believe she should have went for the cover there, but has decided to, and here we go. Here's the cover. 1, 2, I thought she got her. I thought she got her with that. That 450 splash was impressive. But as I was saying, we will crown finally a new United States Heavyweight Champion. The finals to take place here tonight, as well as the Heavyweight Championship of the World will be decided in our main event. So a huge night for Global Wrestling Alliance. We're glad that you're joining us. Mullins now had that one blocked, duck under the clothesline and duck under the kick. Both these ladies know each other so well, has all of their offensive maneuvers scouted, and there's a knockdown, and again by Stevens, a third now. Mullins has to retreat now to the corner. Shoulder block into the stomach by Amaya Stevens. Stevens now looking to end this thing. Look at the combination by Amaya Stevens. That should be all. 1, 2, 3. No. Tammy Mullins gets the shoulder up at the last moment. Stevens, I thought she had this one wrapped up. Now Stevens again with the strikes. Look at this. Just making Tammy Mullins suffer. Pouring on the punishment here. Mullins is in all kinds of trouble. She tried to fight back, had control of this match for a good moment, and look at Stevens just continue to use those fists. Across the ring, against the ropes, knee strike to the side of the face. Here's the cover, and that'll do it. That's it, and it's not it. It's not it. Somehow, Tammy Mullins still gets the shoulder up. Stevens went for the knee, and look at that tilt-a-whirl head scissors by Tammy Mullins. Mullins now drives the knee into the canvas. Tammy Mullins still fighting back. And Northern Light suplex perfectly executed by Mullins. And now wraps her up and the bow and arrow. Will Amaya Stevens tap out? She is just being stretched from one end to the other. Amaya Stevens fighting it and down into a cover and an escape. And whoa! Mullins looked for some kind of a spear, it looked like. Stevens jumped right over. Look at this. Got her in the crucifix. Slips out the back door into the neck breaker. Perfectly executed by Amaya Stevens. Here's the cover. And she's using the ropes. Wait a minute, ref. And the ref caught her. The official caught the feet on the ropes. Went for the headbutt. And Stevens gonna make her pay for it. That's the right hand. 1, 2, and it's over. Amaya Stevens with the victory. Let's take another look at that. Went for the headbutt, did Mullins. Stevens had it scouted. Bam! The right hand and the victory here tonight for Amaya Stevens. Another impressive victory for this young lady. And Mullins still in the ring here. Wait a minute. Tammy Mullins extends the hand and received by Amaya Stevens. There is a couple of professionals right there, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, Amaya Stevens victorious here tonight over Tammy Mullins in our opening contest. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team titles are on the line as Mr. Amazing Ray Snyder and a mystery partner challenges High Voltage. Just last month at Score or Bust in Las Vegas, Nevada, High Voltage retained the World Tag Team titles, but immediately following the match, Ray Snyder made his return and immediately began to belittle the World Tag Team Champions, saying that they aren't challenging or facing appropriate competition, and opened it up for them to challenge him, and they did. In 3 weeks ago, Snyder used the ring post to an unfair advantage, and then the submission, and there, 2 weeks ago, the brass knuckles to the side of the face of Charles Thompson. That gave him the unfair advantage and the tap-out victory. Last week, Snyder, right in front of the officials, used the brass knuckles to knock out Derek Wright. And 2 days ago, High Voltage wanted to put an end to this entire thing, called out Ray Snyder. Snyder came down to the ring and said if they want a piece of him once again, then they would have to put the World Tag Team titles on the line against himself and a mystery partner. They agreed. That is what led us to this matchup right here tonight for the World Tag Team titles.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers first, from Northridge, California, weighing in at 332 pounds, Mr. Amazing Ray Snyder.
After some time away from Global Wrestling Alliance, Ray Snyder finally made his return. He had his sights set on High Voltage the second he walked back in the door. We're not really sure why, but now he finds himself challenging for the World Tag Team titles. And here he is. We've been waiting. Who is the mystery partner for Mr. Amazing Ray Snyder?
And his partner from no place in particular, weighing in at 328 pounds, the Destroyer.
Well, the mystery is over. The tag team partner for Mr. Amazing Ray Snyder here tonight is this masked individual that we know nothing about and just simply goes by the name of the Destroyer. So, this masked individual who we've never seen before in his first match is going to have an opportunity to win gold here in Global Wrestling Alliance.
At a combined weight of 490 pounds, they are the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions, High Voltage.
And here are the champions, High Voltage. They obviously knew that Ray Snyder was going to be one of their opponents, but had no idea who the mystery opponent was. Come to find out, he is a man by the name of the Destroyer. It'll be interesting to see what the Destroyer brings to the table and brings to this combination of himself and Ray Snyder against the World Tag Team Champions. But there's what it's all about, the GWA World Tag Team titles. Let's go to the ring for the introductions. There you see Ray Snyder and the Destroyer, the challengers. And, of course, on the other side of the ring, we have Charles Thompson and Derek Wright, High Voltage, the World Tag Team Champions. So the official now will grab the championship belts from High Voltage and raise them high. That's what it's all about, the greatest prize in all of tag team wrestling. And it looks like we're going to have the Destroyer starting things out with Charles Thompson. There's the bell, and this one's underway. Lock up, center of the ring with a Destroyer. With the judo throw by the Destroyer. Grabs the arm, and judo throw again by the Destroyer. Lock up and twisting of the arm. Thompson now with the boot, and a clubbing blow sends the Destroyer to the mat. The Destroyer with an elbow to the gut. And the Destroyer now takes him to the buckle in the corner. And here's the tag. Here comes Ray Snyder. No way! Ray Snyder flies through the air. That's a lot of weight. 1, 2, new champions? No. Charles Thompson kicks out at 2. Ray Snyder has had his sights on High Voltage since the minute he walked back into GWA. We're not sure what his issue with High Voltage is. And he has used every dirty tactic in the book. Here's another cover. One. Only one this time, but he's used the ring post against Derek Wright. He's used brass knuckles against Charles Thompson. He has made High Voltage life a living hell for these two over the past couple of weeks. And In doing so, he has this match for the World Tag Team titles. Snyder now pouring it on to Charles Thompson and whipped to the far side, into the corner. And with the boots stomping away at Charles Thompson. Snyder now back over and a tag, and back comes the Destroyer. Drops the knee into the back and again. And right hand right to the face of Charles Thompson. The Destroyer now gets the jawbreaker. Here comes Thompson. Gut-wrench suplex, perfectly executed by Thompson. That's what he needed. He needed to separate himself from the Destroyer. Here comes Derek Wright off the tag, slamming the right arm into the canvas. And drops the knee, nobody home, and here comes the Destroyer. There's another judo throw. And the fist drop. A second one from the Destroyer. The Destroyer now takes Derek Wright, sends him face first into the buckle. Here's the tag. And across the ring, drop down and the elbow drop. And rolls him over into the cover. One. Just a one that time. Ray Snyder and the Destroyer working very well as a unit so far. Snyder swats the drop kick away. And a right hand to the face. Clubbing blow to the back of the neck. And a right hand that time for Thompson. Snyder now in control at this time. Sends Wright to the corner. And an elbow to the face. Derek Wright fighting out of the corner now. He needs to get his team back into this match. Clothesline sends Snyder down. And Derek Wright brings him back to his feet. And takes him to the ropes. Through the ropes now. And now Snyder is trapped. Look at this. Forearm kick. Forearm. Snyder crumples back into the ring. Here's the cover. And Snyder grabs the ropes. A rope break will be issued by the official. Ray Snyder has been doing things in his matches to perfection. Typical Ray Snyder, with using the ring post, using brass knuckles, and just, being typical Mr. Amazing. Look at that tandem offense by High Voltage, perfectly executed. Now, look at this strike by Thompson, down with the airplane spin cutter and the cover, and this will be all two, and no, Ray Snyder somehow gets the shoulder up. Charles Thompson with a big maneuver, a signature maneuver by Charles Thompson there, was looking to put Ray Snyder away. Snyder now with the dragon screw, and Ray Snyder hooks him up. Right hand to the face. Snyder battling back into this again. And Snyder, right hand with that heavily taped right fist. And Ray Snyder. Snyder now measures him with the elbow, but a rope break that time. Snyder now picks Thompson back up. Right hand to the face again. Snyder has battled back and leaps with the tag. In comes Derek Wright. Derek Wright now Russian leg sweep to Mr. Amazing. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and a long 2 count for the tag team champions. Snyder crawling, inching his way over, but a knee strike. And Derek Wright It looks like he's going to put this one away right here. He's measuring Ray Snyder and goes for it. No! Reversal and a back body drop. Tag, and in comes the Destroyer. Shoulder block. And the Destroyer with a wind-up elbow to the back of the head. And the Destroyer now measuring Derek Wright. And with the claw, into the claw slam. And went to take Thompson off the apron. This time he does. Charles Thompson falls to the floor. 1, 2, 3, and they've done it. We have new World Tag Team Champions. Let's look at this here. A claw into a claw-like choke slam. And that was it. And the Destroyer has won it for his team. Unbelievable.
Here are your winners and the new Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions.
In his first match in GWA, the Destroyer finds himself as one half of the World Tag Team Champions with Mr. Amazing Ray Snyder. I can't believe it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is going to be the youngster Justin Reed going one-on-one with Chris Vandiver. So let's head back down to the ring and keep the action going here tonight at Holiday Havoc.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Eugene, Oregon, weighing in at 168 pounds, Justin Reed.
Big opportunity for this young man. Justin Reed has an opportunity to gain a victory at a major GWA event here tonight at Holiday Havoc if he can only defeat Chris Vandiver. I tell you, Mr. Justin Reed has impressed us all here over the last several weeks. He does even have a victory in one-on-one competition, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that this young man could win again here tonight. It could be another upset here at Holiday Havoc. He's now waiting for his opponent, and here he comes.
And his opponent from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 232 pounds, Chris Vandiver.
And here he is, Chris Vandiver. Coming out solo here tonight, and understandably so, his lovely wife, the blonde bombshell, Lilith Vandiver, has a huge matchup here tonight that'll be taking place a little later on as she challenges Shelly Bennett for the GWA Women's World Championship. So Chris Vandiver rather, coming out solo here tonight, been in a little bit of a funk as of late, has been able to, or been unable to string together a whole lot of victories, looking to turn his luck around here tonight, starting with this matchup against Justin Reed. And they're ready. There's the bell, and here we go. Lock up center of the ring. Vandiver with a forearm, or it looks like a European uppercut, and another. And hooks him up. Snap suplex into the float over. And Reed quickly escapes the pin predicament there. Back to his feet. Vandiver sends him for the ride against the ropes. Drop down, leapfrog, and Vandiver with the enziguri to the back of the head, and another cover. One, only a one this time, and Reed gets the shoulder up. Vandiver now gets a knee to the face. Justin Reed, again, he has been impressing us a little as of late. Justin Reed battling back and gets an elbow to the gut by Chris Vandiver. Another European uppercut. And now with the wrestling takedown from Vandiver. Drops the elbow to the back of the head and an elbow to the spine. And another to the chest. A trifecta, if you will. The hat trick of elbow drops. Here's the cover. One. And still only one. Justin Reed still gets the shoulder up. He continues to fight. Vandiver now locks up and sends Reed over into the ropes. And now wrenching the right arm across the rope. Vandiver now going to work now on the left leg. Really got that one cinched in deep. Will Reed tap out? No, he'll let it go. But some damage done to the left knee there of Justin Reed. And Vandiver belly-to-belly suplex into the cover. But the foot was underneath the rope. A rope break. A good call by our GWA official. And now hooks him up. No, look at that. Justin Reed twists out of it. And a knockdown by Vandiver. Just as Reed was trying to come back, here comes Vandiver. Look at that high elevation on the drop kick. And Chris Vandiver is rolling. Vandiver hits the Van Cutter. That should be all. 2 a yes. Chris Vandiver victorious here tonight over Justin Reed. Let's take a look at the closing moments. Vandiver with the Van Cutter perfectly executed and a victory.
Here is your winner, Chris Vandiver.
Chris Vandiver victorious. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who the hell is this guy? Wait a minute. I don't know who this is, but he just went for it for the ring, and he's attacking Chris Vandiver. Who is this guy? Wait a minute. We need some security out here. What the hell's going on? This individual has just jumped Chris Vandiver after the match. I have no idea who this is. He is just assaulting Chris Vandiver. This man, not a high drop kick. Let's get some security out here. I can't believe this. The crowd is stunned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we try to get this under the control, the next matchup is for the GWA Women's World Championship. Lilith Vandiver challenging Shelly Bennett. Let's show you how we've got here. Once Vandiver won the right to be the #1 contender 3 weeks ago, in mid-match, she distracted Shelly Bennett from ringside. Amaya Stevens took advantage, and that allowed Amaya Stevens to gain the upper hand and the victory over the Women's World Champion. 1 week later, after that right hand, Whitney Duncan sends Vandiver outside the ring. Lilith Vandiver was met on the floor by Shelly Bennett. Bennett threw her back into the ring, which allowed the upper hand to go to Whitney Duncan, and with that slam, Whitney Duncan then with the victory over Lilith Vandiver. So both of them costing each other matches over those couple of weeks. And last week, Lilith Vandiver reintroduced us to Gene Wells, as Gene Wells is now the manager of Lilith Vandiver, and with Gene Wells in her corner, Lilith Vandiver with the DDT gains a non-title victory over Shelly Bennett. But finally, the tide turned again, as 2 days ago, with the double stomp center of the ring, Shelly Bennett gained a victory over Lilith Vandiver. And that has led us to tonight in this matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Championship.
And here we go. For these ladies, it's all on the line right here. Coming up next, here is the challenger. Lilith Vandiver being joined once again by the former GWA Women's World Champion, in Jean Wells. And Lilith Vandiver wearing a special outfit tonight with the blue and white colors that Jean Wells was known for. So Lilith Vandiver wearing the colors of her friend and mentor, Jean Wells, here tonight for this big championship matchup. And now Vandiver is set for action, waiting for her opponent. And ladies and gentlemen, here she is. And ever since Jean Wells retired due to injury and had to surrender the GWA Women's World title, Shelly Bennett has claimed it and has been on top of the Women's World Championship mountain. She will be defending here in the matter of moments against Lilith Vandiver. Again, a little bit of tit for tat between these ladies here over the last couple of weeks. They both cost each other matches. They've got victories over each other, and now it's going to be settled. That's what it's all about. Let's send it down to the ring for the introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Huntington Beach, California, Lilith Vandiver. And introducing the champion from Anaheim, California, she's the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, Shelly Bennett.
And there you have it, challenger and champion. And the champion, Shelly Bennett, will surrender the title to the official. The official will let Vandiver have a look at it. And right there is what it's all about. The GWA Women's World title on the line. Lilith Vandiver, Shelly Bennett. There's the bell, and we are underway. Vandiver with the knee and a kick, another knee, and now a couple kicks by Bennett. That one blocked. Lock up, center of the ring, hooks her up, snap suplex with a float over. And a quick kick out by Bennett. And now back to her feet with another kick and another knee, a couple of them there. And now back, here comes Bennett. That one blocked by Vandiver. Both these ladies were going for something there. Bennett sends Vandiver to the buckle. There's a forearm. And now a blatant choke, and the ref, come on, referee, break that up. Right in front of Jean Wells, mind you, who's standing there on the outside in Vandiver's corner. Oh my goodness, stiff kick to the back by Shelly Bennett. Bennett's got a little bit of a chip on her shoulder, looking to retain, might do it right here. 1, 2, a 2 count. 1 second away from retaining for Shelly Bennett, and Bennett now enziguri to the back of the head of Lilith Vandiver and drives the knee into the canvas. Went for a knee herself, missed, drives her own knee into the canvas, but scooped up now by Bennett. Vandiver kicks the feet, reverses it into an inverted DDT, and now using the closed fist. Come on, referee. We don't want Bennett choking. We don't need Vandiver using the fist. Down with the knee across the knee joint. And missing with the roundhouse kick. A savate kick there by Vandiver and the elbow. Both these ladies going back and forth in this high-stakes matchup. Missing with the clothesline. There did Vandiver. Bennett now with the strikes. That one blocked. Both these ladies going back and forth, with momentum shifting several times. Back suplex there by Vandiver and the cover. 1. Only one that time, and a kick out by the Women's World Champion, Shelly Bennett. Vandiver now picks her up And a few more knees. Now Bennett sidesteps that one, and look at that combination. Here's the cover. That could be all. 1, 2. She got her. No, she didn't. Lilith Vandiver shoots the left shoulder up off the canvas at the last moment. Barely saves herself. This match continues. Bennett, big bulldog by Shelly Bennett. High impact on that bulldog. Snapping of the neck. Vandiver jumps back up, and Bennett now still pouring on the punishment. It finally appears that Shelly Bennett has gained control. Bennett now with the strike against the ropes. There's a shot, and this one will be over. What a fight by Lilith Vandiver, but this one is over. No, it's not. Lilith Vandiver gets the shoulder up. Lilith Vandiver now with the dragon screw. Listen to this crowd. This crowd firmly behind Lilith Vandiver right now. Vandiver somehow kicked out of it. I don't know how she did that, but now she's taking the fight to Shelly Bennett. And look at this, runs up the corner. Here's the cover. That'll be it. New champion. New champion. No. And Shelly Bennett gets the shoulder up at the last moment. Wow, these ladies are giving it their all here tonight. All in the name of the GWA Women's World Championship. Down across the arm. And a knee to the side of the head. Once again, momentum shifting back and forth and back and forth. What a match between these two. Another bulldog by Bennett. Shelly Bennett now. And look at this disrespect. Just the light kicks to the head and another stiff one to the back. Went for the double stomp. Vandiver out of the way. Insanity by Lilith Vandiver. The tide shifts once again. And Vandiver gets a kick to the gut. And look at this. Ducks under the elbow. And a rolling forearm. And there's another kick by Vandiver. Lilith Vandiver now stalking Bennett, looking to put this one away, looking to claim the Women's World Championship. And the cutter once again by Lilith Vandiver. She's got the momentum. She's got this matchup well in hand. Vandiver now with the kick to the gut. DDT into the cover, and this is going to do it. We have a new champion. No, Shelly Bennett once again barely gets the shoulder up. Long 2 count. How did she do that? Shelly Bennett still fighting. Vandiver went for it again. That kick blocked. Duck under the roundhouse kick and a forearm. Bennett now with the kick to the side of the head. She's going to turn this one around. Bennett's going to retain. 1, 2, no. Lilith Vandiver, my God, still gets the shoulder up. This match still continues. How much more? Missing of the roundhouse kick once again. Hold on, Vandiver now rolls her up. 1, but no. Gets the foot to the ropes, a rope break that time. What more do these ladies have to do to claim victory here tonight at Holiday Havoc? Look at Bennett go with the axe kick to the side of the face, drops Vandiver. Bennett now down across the arm. Both of these ladies got to be thinking, what do I have to do? Bennett now pouring on the punishment. And Shelly Bennett, several strikes again. That one blocked. Lilith Vandiver wraps her up into the cover. 1, 2, no. Bennett still gets the shoulder up, and look at this. The cutter once again by Lilith Vandiver. She's going to end it right here. Kick, DDT into the cover. We have a new champion. 1, 2, and she got her. Lilith Vandiver finally gains the 3. Let's look at this. DDT, that's got to be the 3rd or 4th one. And finally, that was enough. And Lilith Vandiver has done it.
Here is your winner and new Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, Lilith Vandiver.
Lilith Vandiver has climbed to the top of the mountain. We have a new GWA Women's World Champion, and it's the lovely Lilith Vandiver. Congratulations. Well, we're going to keep the action rolling in the women's division, as coming up next, we got one-on-one action as Whitney Duncan will go toe-to-toe with the superstar Halie Nolan. So let's get back down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Portland, Oregon, Whitney Duncan.
Whitney Duncan on her way to the ring for one-on-one action here tonight at Holiday Havoc. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, again, a new Women's World Champion in Lilith Vandiver. So now, Whitney Duncan and Halie Nolan, along with again, we also saw Amaya Stevens and Tammy Mullins. They have a new champion that they're going to have to gun for here in GWA, and that's Lilith Vandiver. Now, Whitney Duncan's first step to getting another shot at that Women's World title is her opponent here tonight, and here she comes.
And from Hollywood, California, the superstar, Halie Nolan.
Halie Nolan making her way down to the ring. And I don't think I've ever met a young lady quite like Halie Nolan. The amount of confidence that this young lady has, maybe some would even say arrogance and just, completely full of herself. But she believes that she really is a superstar and that everything, the entire world just revolves around her. But here we go. The official calls for the bell, and this matchup is underway. Lock up center of the ring. And Halie Nolan, actually now she gets hooked up. Fisherman suplex by Whitney Duncan. So Duncan right away turns this thing around and lays out the arm and down across the hand and the fingers. The left hand being punished now by Whitney Duncan. And Duncan gets kicked in the face. What a shot by Halie Nolan. And a stiff kick to the spine. Halie Nolan picks her back up, lock up, center of the ring, wrenching of the arm, and look at that. Ties the arms around the neck, drops her with the neck breaker. One. Just a one that time, but a impressive maneuver there by the self-proclaimed superstar Halie Nolan. Rolling forearm. That one sends Whitney Duncan back down. Another shot. And Nolan now has this one under control, takes Duncan to the ropes, down, and use him as a springboard and down with a stomp. Halie Nolan now with a kick to the face, and again. And now for the cover. A long 2 count there. Nolan nearly had this one right there, but Whitney Duncan gets the shoulder up. Lock up, sent for the ride against the ropes, and a drop kick by Nolan. And went for a jumping elbow. That one missed, and Duncan now sends Nolan to the corner. Nolan all the way across the ring, and look at this, gathering momentum. What a shot to the side of the head. Whitney Duncan now stomping away. Duncan now gets another head of steam, and the hip attack right to the face of Halie Nolan. And down across the arm. Whitney Duncan has turned things around here. And Duncan sends Nolan over the top rope. And now Nolan crashes to the outside, to the floor. Duncan right after her. And that shot blocked by Nolan. And Nolan sends her into the wooden steps. Halie Nolan sends her in, and Whitney Duncan just crashes into the steps. Nolan now with, no, not on the floor. Halie Nolan, wait a minute. Power bomb on the railing, my God. Devastating maneuver there by Halie Nolan. The official up to 6, but Nolan sends her back in. Wait a minute. Nolan's looking under the ring. What the hell is she doing? Halie Nolan now with the kendo stick, but here comes Whitney Duncan. Face first. She sends Nolan crashing to the floor on the outside. And Whitney Duncan now with some kicks to the face of Halie Nolan. And now Nolan gets sent into the steps. What's good for you is good for me, says Whitney Duncan. Duncan now sends Nolan across. And the official now up to 4. Duncan will come back out, break the count. And Whitney Duncan, that shot gets blocked by Nolan. Sends her to the corner of the barricade. Face first now into the guardrail. And what a shot there. A nice kick by Halie Nolan. Another back and forth match. Ladies and gentlemen, the women's division here in Global Wrestling Alliance is on fire right now. All these ladies have so much to prove, and every match, these ladies give it their all. Duncan back in the ring. Here comes Nolan. Sweeps the leg. Halie Nolan in control. Duncan makes her way back to her feet. That kick blocked, and a kick to the back of the leg. That one, Nolan sweeps the leg there. And another shot by Nolan. And here comes Duncan. No, a reversal. And against the ropes, went for the kick. Those ones blocked by Duncan now. Duncan now hooks her up. Wow, what a twisting suplex by Whitney Duncan, and a shot with the knee. Whitney Duncan is coming back, and she's got victory in her sight. Nolan now gets out of harm's way. Duncan now went for the DDT. Reversal by Nolan. Halie Nolan now picks Duncan up. And a shot by Duncan. A reversal again by Nolan. A reversal. Reversal. My goodness. These ladies going back and forth and back and forth. They can't seem to get the upper hand here. Finally, Nolan gets Duncan backed up in the corner. What a shot. And the double knee to the face of Whitney Duncan. Halie Nolan now. Split leg drop. 1, 2, 3. And Halie Nolan has done it. Let's take a look at the closing moments. Split leg drop, and that was enough to seal the deal. Your victor, Halie Nolan.
Here is your winner, the Superstar, Halie Nolan.
A huge victory here tonight for the Superstar, Halie Nolan. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick look at the bracket for the United States Heavyweight Championship Tournament. As you can see here, Gavin Briggs and Sergio Dondelinger have made it to the finals, but let's show you how we got there. 3 weeks ago, the United States Heavyweight title was vacated, and Scott Buckley announced that a tournament would decide the next United States Heavyweight Champion. In the first match, Mauler Isaac and Cliff Russell. Cliff Russell with this maneuver right here. The backdrop and elbow combination won the first matchup in the tournament. The next match, Gavin Briggs against Ryan Morris, and that one, Gavin Briggs with the modified sharpshooter. Gavin Briggs moved on in that match. 2 weeks ago, Luther Isaac went up against Vince Dixon. And the pit bull with the spear. And Luther Isaac would advance in the tournament with that victory over Vince Dixon. And in the final match in the opening round, Sergio Dondelinger would go up against Chris Vandiver. And the Dondelinger Zinger sealed the final semifinal spot for Sergio Dondelinger. And 1 week ago, Cliff Russell and Gavin Briggs in the first matchup of the semifinals, and this sudden roll-up caught Cliff Russell off guard. Gavin Briggs moved on to the finals, and finally it was Luther Isaac against Sergio Dondelinger, and again, the Dondelinger Zinger was enough for Sergio Dondelinger to move on to the finals. That has set us up for our next matchup. We will crown a brand new United States Heavyweight Champion, Gavin Briggs, against the Fighting Irishman, Sergio Dondelinger.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Championship. Making his way to the ring from the good old USA, weighing in at 215 pounds, Gavin Briggs.
Both of these men, Gavin Briggs and the Fighting Irishman Sergio Dondelinger, have come so far. They have had a couple of battles already to get to this point. But now, Gavin Briggs has one more match in front of him, and if he can win it, he'll be the new United States Heavyweight Champion.
And his opponent from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Sergio Dondelinger.
But this man, likewise, also has that same opportunity. One more victory is all he needs to become the new United States Heavyweight Champion here in GWA. That title has been vacant since Arthur Caldwell won the Heavyweight Championship of the World at Score or Bust last month. The tournament to decide the United States Heavyweight Champion about to come to a close with this final matchup right here, right now. And there it is, the United States Heavyweight Championship. And both of these men are as ready as they can be. The official will hoist up that belt. And here we go. Gavin Briggs, Sergio Dondelinger. There's the bell, and this matchup is underway. Gavin Briggs coming out swinging. And a reversal by Dondelinger. Wind up European uppercut, drops Gavin Briggs. And Dondelinger now. Gavin Briggs fighting back up to his feet. Lock up, headbutt by Dondelinger. Both of these men have been fighting their hearts out, no doubt. Here's a cover. One. Only a one. Gavin Briggs didn't come all this way to give it up that easily. These men have had a couple of wars over the past couple of weeks to get to this point. Both of these men, believe you me, Gavin Briggs and Sergio Dondelinger have earned their place. They have earned this right to fight for the United States heavyweight title. Dondelinger finally gets shoved away, but not after several strikes to the face. Dondelinger shoves him away, and again, trying to create some distance. Headbutt, and Briggs goes down again. This entire tournament has had many good matches. This tournament will be looked back on fondly in the history of GWA. Only a one count for Dondelinger, but all of these matches have been so good. All of these men have gave it their all over this, over the course of this month. Here's a splash and a cover. One, and still Briggs fights out with only a one count for Dondelinger. Dondelinger drops the knee in the small of the back. Now brings Briggs back up, lock up, and a headbutt. Briggs now jumps to his feet, shoved back away by Dondelinger against the ropes with the forearm. This match so far been all Dondelinger so far. Gavin Briggs has been unable to put together a whole bunch of offense. There's an elbow now by Dondelinger trying to put it away. 1, 2, no. So close, less than a second away for Sergio Dondelinger to become the United States heavyweight champion here tonight at Holiday Havoc. And there is a jawbreaker by Briggs, and here he comes with a knockdown, and again, Gavin Briggs ducks under the clothesline, and a big flying clothesline by Briggs. And now Gavin Briggs sends him for the ride. Bulldog out of the corner, and Gavin Briggs turning this thing around. Gavin Briggs looking to put it away, crosses the legs, and there's the modified sharpshooter. Dondelinger's in trouble. Dondelinger's in trouble. Gavin Briggs has it cinched in. Can he win the United States heavyweight title right here? Dondelinger scratches and claws his way for the rope break, and Dondelinger still in this thing. Gavin Briggs now going to try to put it away with a cover. 1, 2, no! Dondelinger gets the right shoulder up. This one turning out to be a classic, just like every match has been in this tournament. Gavin Briggs now firing away. Briggs now getting himself psyched up, getting the crowd behind him. Both of these guys, fan favorites. You'd hate to see either one of these young men lose this matchup. It'll be a shame when one of them has to lose. Briggs now gets sent back into the corner, now up on the top rope, and Dondelinger just shoves him over the top rope, and Briggs takes a nasty fall. His back crashed down on the apron of the ring, and now he's laying there motionless on the outside. Dondelinger gonna try to end this thing. He's going to toss him back in the ring. He needs a victory in the ring. Briggs now using the ropes to fight his way back to his feet. Now Briggs fighting back once again. Dondelinger with the elbows. And Sergio with a couple of heavy blows finally knocks Briggs back down. And leaping up with the elbow drop. Down with the knee. Gavin Briggs has gave us everything he's got. He has taken a wealth of punishment tonight by Sergio Dondelinger. Down to the mat and down with the boot. And here's the cover. 1, 2, and no! Gavin Briggs grabs the bottom rope, and that saves him there that time. A rope break called by the official. And Briggs now jumps back up to his feet, sends Dondelinger for the ride. And now, with the kick to the leg, Briggs now, once again, firing back. Gavin Briggs not giving up. He's got the heart of a lion, the heart of a warrior. And we're seeing it here tonight after all the punishment he's taken. Look at Gavin Briggs go. Gavin Briggs hooks him up, crosses the legs, and down to the canvas. Devastating maneuver. What punishment to the legs? That'll be it. New champion? No. Dondelinger gets the shoulder up. What a matchup between these two. Gavin Briggs now going to pull Dondelinger away from the load. He went for the sharpshooter, shoved away, kicked off by Sergio Dondelinger. Dondelinger battering ram headbutt by the Fighting Irishman. Gavin Briggs is down once again. Dondelinger looking to hook him up, and ladies and gentlemen, there it is, the Dondelinger zinger. That'll do it. New champion, new champion. Dondelinger has done it. Dondelinger is the new United States Heavyweight Champion. What a match. But in the closing moments, the Dondelinger zinger. And the Fighting Irishman is the new United States Heavyweight Champion.
Here is your winner and new Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Champion, Sergio Dondelinger. Congratulations to Sergio Dondelinger, the new United States Heavyweight Champion. And Gavin Briggs walking away has got to be heartbroken. There will be another day for you, young man. But it's main event time. My goodness. Big Bubba Mason, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell for the World's Heavyweight title. Let's show you how we got here 3 weeks ago. A confrontation between Arthur Caldwell and Big Bubba Mason ended with this, a collision on the outside of the ring. 2 weeks ago, Arthur Caldwell took the foot of Gavin Briggs, put it on the rope, and that saved Gavin Briggs. That allowed Briggs to regain control of the match and get a submission victory over Big Bubba Mason. Finally then, last week, against Mahler Isaac, Arthur Caldwell distracted by Big Bubba, and a spear, the distraction costing the world's champion a matchup. And then finally, just 2 nights ago, they had to team up, but Bubba Mason jumped down off the apron and allowed Arthur Caldwell to just be assaulted by the pit bulls. So the world champion can't be in 100% condition.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Championship.
And once again, as I was saying, the world's champion can't be at 100% tonight. It was basically a 2-on-1 when this man, Bubba Mason, stepped off of the ring apron and refused to take the tag of Arthur Caldwell last Friday night on Supercharged. No doubt part of Big Bubba's plan to soften up the world champion before this World Heavyweight Championship match here tonight. Big Bubba Mason steps through the ropes and moments away from this main event match for the Heavyweight Championship of the world. Bubba Mason now waiting for his opponent. And here he comes. The GWA Heavyweight Champion of the World, being escorted down to the ring by Ashley Price. Pretty boy Arthur Caldwell. Arthur Caldwell won the Heavyweight Championship of the World in a huge title-for-title match back in Las Vegas last month at Score or Bust. Big Bubba Mason stepped up and challenged Arthur Caldwell immediately after winning the title. This is a huge matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Big Bubba Mason challenging pretty boy Arthur Caldwell for the biggest prize in our industry, the GWA Heavyweight Championship of the world. It gets no bigger than this. Let's send it down to the ring for the introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Perry, Oklahoma, weighing in at 324 pounds, Big Bubba Mason. And introducing the champion from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 238 pounds. He is the Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell.
Now there you have it. The introductions have been made. The talking is over. It's time to get this matchup underway. The champion, Arthur Caldwell, surrenders the World Heavyweight Championship belt. Bubba Mason will get a look at it. And that is what it's all about. The GWA Heavyweight Championship of the world. Big Bubba Mason, pretty boy Arthur Caldwell. Let's get it on. Bubba Mason will come out swinging, but Arthur Caldwell with a hip toss. My God, did you hear that shot? And a forearm. Caldwell now turning the tide on Bubba Mason here. Obviously, Bubba Mason, the bigger and much stronger of the two. But Caldwell is a master technician. He comes in with a game plan and he executes it. 1, 2. He executes his game plan perfectly each and every night. That is why he is the world's heavyweight champion. And now, see, this is what I'm talking about. Caldwell already wrenching at the leg. If Bubba Mason cannot stand, then he can't kick you in the face. He can't throw you around with that strength. He can't use his weight against you. And now, the spinning toe hold by Caldwell and drops the elbow to the knee joint. Caldwell now drops the elbow. And back to the cover. 1, 2, no, just a 1 that time. Bubba Mason gets the shoulder up. And now, more punishment to the left leg, clearly setting up for the inverted figure 4. And Caldwell now rakes the back of Big Bubba Mason. And Caldwell now several strikes, a jawbreaker as a reversal for Mason. And now Big Bubba Mason in control. What's he gonna do with him? No, Caldwell battling back with the elbows. Caldwell now. My God, what a shot. And he serves him up another knife edge chop, but he gets clotheslined. And duck under that clothesline. Back body drop by Bubba Mason. And spine buster by Big Bubba. 1, 2, no. I thought that he might have had the first fall right there. But Caldwell gets the shoulder up. A kick to the midsection. My God, that knife edge chop. Nobody does it like Caldwell. And a scoop here. Down across the back and a chop block. Sends Mason back to the mat and smashes the leg into the canvas. And kicked away by Bubba Mason and a clothesline. What a shot by Big Bubba. Now steps right over the top of him. That one blocked and dragon screw by Caldwell. And Bubba Mason still trying to make his way to his feet. Another shot. And again, my God, he's turning his chest into raw hamburger. Sent for the ride and buries the knee to the gut. And here goes Caldwell. Drops the knee into the face. And Caldwell now back to the leg. I gotta believe enough damage has been done that he's gonna have to go for the inverted figure 4 pretty soon. And there's another jawbreaker and a clothesline by Big Bubba Mason. Mason now in the corner. We've seen this before. Caldwell staggering. He's not sure where he's at. My God, what a shot! And the cover. 1, 2. And just like that, Big Bubba Mason claims the first fall. Arthur Caldwell is in serious trouble here now. Caldwell up and down across the top rope. Big Bubba Mason with the big boot has claimed the first fall of this match. Caldwell will now have to win 2 straight, and then he gets chucked over his head. Oh, Mason looking to end it right here. Big Bubba Mason, if he hits this, it's over. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a new champion. No! How did he do that? Arthur Caldwell somehow, some way, mustered every fiber of his being right down to his, by God, bone marrow. Was able to get the shoulder up. This match continues, and look at him fight back. My God, what a shot and a clothesline. Another knockdown. Caldwell is reaching down to his toes to battle his way back up into this matchup. Look at that shot. Sweeps the leg, and Caldwell has gained the momentum against the ropes. Down with a huge knee drop. And now Caldwell's going for it. Caldwell's going for it. And he's got it cinched in. Inverted figure 4 leg lock. And there it is. Bubba Mason has to tap out, and Arthur Caldwell has tied this matchup up. We are 1-1. Elevates Caldwell up and over the top rope to the floor. And a nasty landing for the world's champion. What a shot by Bubba Mason. I am losing my breath, ladies and gentlemen. What a match for the GWA World Heavyweight Championship. And now, up and down on the apron goes Arthur Caldwell. The official now up to 5. Look at this power. And just tosses him aside. Now the official up to 7. It would be a shame to see this match end this way. Caldwell heard the count and jumps back into the ring, and Mason back after him. Another shot. That one sends him to the mat. Had a little mustard on that one. Knee drop to the face. And a big elevated elbow drop. And now another elbow drop. Arthur Caldwell now drops the knee again. And with the cover, this could be all. 1, 2, 3, got him. Bubba Mason gets the shoulder up at the last minute. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like Bubba Mason may have been opened up. I believe Bubba Mason is bleeding. Another shot by Caldwell. Yeah, it looks like he's cut on the bridge of the nose there. Wait a minute. Look at that strength and power. This is all new champion right here. Caldwell somehow gets the shoulder up. We've seen every championship change hands so far tonight, and it looks like the world title is going to change hands right here. Bubba Mason going for the boot, and no, he missed it. No, he rolls him up. 2, wait a minute, he got him. Arthur Caldwell, ladies and gentlemen, has just out-wrestled Big Bubba Mason. Let's look at this. Oh my God, I can barely speak. But the big boot claimed the first fall for Big Bubba Mason. Arthur Caldwell cinched in the inverted figure 4 for the second fall. And finally, with a wrestling maneuver, after this, the missed big boot, Arthur Caldwell out-wrestles him and gains the final fall and the victory here tonight.
Here is your winner, and still...
Congratulations to Arthur Caldwell. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. Be sure to join us next Friday night for another edition of GWA Supercharged.